Hello and good day to everyone. So today I'm going to discuss a topic under Lit 2 Global Currents in World Literature. So specifically, I'll be covering the first part of our subject, which is entitled Nations and Literatures in the Age of Globalization. So of course, we're going to define the keyword here. We have globalization. And when we say globalization, it's my activity that you are going to define it in various ways, okay, but we are going to focus on this kind of, or this time of globalization. We have the modern globalization, because you might be confused. There are different times in which globalization occurred. Okay, but we're going to focus on the modern globalization, since we're talking about global currents. Okay, so why modern globalization? Let's read. The 19th century witnessed the advent of globalization approaching its modern form. Industrialization allowed cheap production of household items using economies of scale, while rapid population growth created sustained demand for commodities. So we are talking about industrialization here. Okay, so it is the time wherein there is cheap production of household items. So it means that families could afford different necessities inside their homes, or not already necessities, but those items which might be their wants. Okay, but opposing to this one, of course, because they could already afford it, there is rapid population growth. And because there is rapid population growth, then there's a lot of people. So it means that those people have a lot of experiences. And of course, you know that if you have a lot of experiences, then you have a lot to tell. Okay? And if you're creative enough, then you will be writing. So that's why different artists, writers, authors emerge from this period. Okay? And what's the stand of the world literature in this period? We call that contemporary literature. Okay, let's read. It is defined as literature written after World War II through the current day. While this is a vague definition, there is not a clear-cut explanation of this concept, only interpretation by scholars and academics. While there is some disagreement, most agree that contemporary literature is writing completed after 1940. So if ever that you have searched the timeline in which contemporary literature started, we're going to agree that it started after 1940. Okay, so the literary pieces that we've been studying is after 1940. Okay, so what are those literary pieces that we're going to study? So we have this one, An Independent Organ by Haruki Murakami, Super Frog Saves Tokyo by Haruki Murakami, excerpt from Marcus Zuzak's The Book Thief, The Brewery of Eggshells, Ireland Folktale, The Father of 18 Elves, Iceland Folktale, and then Homeroom Diaries by James Patterson, a very famous author. It's a graphic novel. American Gods by Neil Gaiman, text excerpt chapters 1 to 5, The Baghdad Blog, Salam Pax, a blog novel, and then Divergent by Veronica Roth. Okay, so you're going to expect that there will be a lot of topics that we're going to study, but the important thing here is that you're going to remain focused that this is a literature subject and that we're going to have different conventions of these literary pieces. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Please watch the other videos pertaining to global currents in world literature. Goodbye!